We're going to get back to that again. Chrissie Mayr confronts him, asks him what's going on with this red bar. And boy, he doesn't like it. Now, we love clips like this, right? Watching people, have to explain how their life's been on the other side of this thing. So let's dig into this. This is Compound Media's Anthony Cumia. He's on CMP 043. One of my favorite shows. I love CMP 043. Here, we'll go to the beginning, and you'll see it's Chrissie Mayr. Well, look at this, 3,000 views. She's starting to blow up, bigger than Jesse P.S. Here, wow. Look at that, bigger than Pod Awful. Chrissie Mayr, and I think I could understand why, and I think you'll know why after you see this interview. She's getting good. She's getting good at host. Let's take a look.
Thanks.
Okay. Thanks for checking out the Chrissie Mayr podcast. We are on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, and SoundCloud. Be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification icon.
So see how high they got like a crane shot for her camera just to slim her down so you can't see her gobblers. Very cute, very hot. Tricks a lot of ours. And then look at this guy on Skype over here. You ever seen this?
Fuck, man.
Wow. How do you play Fortnite when half of its user base is diverse?
How many people see that image on Omegle
Oh my
night?
God, you go on Omegle, it's a group of 3 kids, and then you see this guy, wait, don't go anywhere, children. Do you like Klondike bar? He thinks kids like old-fashioned ice creams. Can I interest you in a Klondike bar? Or maybe a peppermint patty? The kids are like, get the fuck out of here, wrinkle face. So there he is on his camera. He's in his basement, by the way, which is how they insult people like us. I'm on the 4th floor, bro. You're underground. And nice rope lights. I love when you see the bead, the LED bead of a rope light. Those are supposed to be hidden under things. So here they are, and this is how the interview looks. And it's the big Anthony Cumia interview. Let's hear his inside thoughts about us, Red Bar.
And if you're on iTunes, please go subscribe and leave a sexy or creepy review on there. I will be reading the best or worst reviews every week, so long as they are 5 stars. I am so excited to have this guy on the podcast today. He is a radio legend, an icon, and the founder of Compound Media. Anthony Cumia, how are you?
Hi, Chrissie. How are you? Yeah, I'm good. I'm here.
No, this seems like it would be one of those DVD extras on, like New Nightmare or, Freddy Goes to Hell or something like that. Oh, this is the actor. This is the actor that played Freddy. Oh, you can see the resemblance. Nope, this is actually the Anthony Cumia show. And what hat is he wearing? Now, I thought this would be funny to wear this as a joke. He actually wears this. These are his friends. He's wearing a U.S. Border Patrol hat. That's like the weak man's way of wearing a swastika. You can't wear a swastika anymore. You'll be canceled, but you could nod to the other guys. You wear a Border Patrol hat. Hey, listen, I like the Border Patrol, but, it's a creepy hat to wear.
Maybe if he switched it in and out with several other comedy hats, but...
Exactly, if he was always wearing a funny hat. No, this is the only hat he wears, and it's the one where you're shot dead if you sneak into the country. It's cruel. So let's see what he's doing. He's at his poker table right now, probably playing digital poker.
At my home, so I'm all is peaceful.
All is safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a Twitter drama going on right now. Some kind of hacker or hackers. People think it's China. There's nothing.
Listen to this. Oh, did they stop talking? Not on my behalf, I hope.
Twitter has been shut down in a way so that only the unverifieds can tweet, and all of the blue checkmark people have been sort of frozen and unable to tweet right now.
What a crazy thing. I kind of love it because...
Oops. Now he's going to kind of get into the same thing. I just was on record last week saying I'd never be a blue check mark. In fact, I have this fantasy about if they gave me one, what I'd do, I'd probably quit all social media. I'd probably run away from home or something like that. So Cumia, who once was a blue check mark, is now going to talk about how he hates blue check marks. He'd kill to be one. I mean, this was his dream. Listen to this.
Right now.
What a crazy thing. I kind of love it because I really don't like blue check mark people. I used to
Yeah.
be one when in my first
Aw.
Twitter account iteration. I used to be a blue check, and then I got the boot. And I've been through so many other accounts, and they keep booting me, but never a verified check mark. The check marks are it's a status thing, I guess. So screw them.
Screw them.
Screw them. So screw them.
Screw them.
Oh, yeah. Have you ever heard something so childlike? Listen to this one more time.
So many other accounts, and they keep booting me, but never a verified check mark. The check marks are it's a status thing, I guess. So screw them.
What was
Wow, isn't that something? I love that part.
Screw them.
So screw them. Oh, yeah. Okay, so very, very funny. What did we cut to now here? We were at 110, but that was the part. Let's go to
5 minutes.
5 minutes in.
Yeah, this is where she talks about the Chrissy Teigen
5
stuff.
minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so she's going to talk about her little war with Chrissy Teigen that she had. You all know John Legend's wide-headed wife. I mean, boy, did she go through some sort of widening. There's only one woman who looks like her, and it is actually involved in the Alessi world. Here you go.
just a couple more N-words, I guess.
Some great fucking racist owner.
You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatevs. So we'll see what happens with Twitter. That's a pretty interesting story, though.
Yeah, and it kind of shows a vulnerability that potentially all of the social media platforms have. You know, if you can hack a whole platform, yikes. But it's good. That's why it's good to be on multiple things, and like the new ones, like Parler, etc.
Oh, Parler, that's a nice place.
And this stuff going on with Chrissy Teigen. I know I called into the show yesterday, kind of as it was breaking, and then what happened is like today she blocked 1 million people.
What?
Because
sounds about a little less than the number of people you've blocked over the years, Cumia. What? I've never blocked a fly. I know you blocked humans, lots of them.
I was like, wow. Looks like
for those you don't know, Cumia spent about 2 years. If you said anything about him on Twitter, anything, you'd get a message in your inbox from him personally. Who do you think you are? You have 2 followers. To obscurity with... I mean, he'd really hand it to you every time and go, imagine being 59 and you're sending these messages to all these people and we're reading them. So, I mean, this is the blockest guy that you'll ever meet.
Deleted 29,000 tweets, and then she retweeted me and said, no, it's actually 60. You guys are losers. Da, 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 da.
He would do the same thing.
Wow, that's even more. Like, who deletes a third of their tweets
You're
that
nothing.
has nothing to hide, that's completely innocent? Like, even if you didn't fully partake, like, if you know something, you're still kind of guilty. You're hanging with those people. There's photos of her with Hillary. I've seen her name on some flight logs. Like,
and Chrissy's getting into this whole stuff. You're not even interested in this stuff, Chrissy. You just see that there's like a lot of retards who fall for it. They're the same type of retards that are going to pay to see your sagsters and stuff like that.
It's a good business move.
So they love this believe me, if there were pedophiles in Hollywood, I'd know about it. Check this out.
Very suspect when you do something like that, and then when you block 1 million people.
1 million. She must.
How do you even do that?
I think she had I don't know if it's called a blockchain or a block bot.
Blockchain.
That you automatically block someone who retweets.
She used blockchain,
at you, which I feel like is the opposite of trying to get fans.
Yeah. Why not just delete your entire account?
Well, why don't you ask yourself that, Cumia? You're still doing it to this day. So, okay, do they say anything else here?
I just like this part as a juxtaposition for what's to come.
So should I play a little bit more?
You could go to 650. Oh, that's where you're at. You can play a little bit more.
Let's hear a little bit more because they're, we got something to do with this coming up later.
Never be on Twitter again, but there's a whole big thing. I believe this. Like I don't think it's a tinfoil hat thing that Hollywood, Washington, the media, they are all in cahoots in this huge pedophile ring.
Oh, my God. That's a huge one to believe in. Hollywood, all the journalists, all of Washington.
The media.
Wow. And you learned all this in the basement. Interesting. So he believes that. Do you hear this, though? That's like a pretty far one. Even the Donkey Lips doesn't say that. You know, all of Hollywood, every journal. That's a lot of people.
Tinfoil hat thing that Hollywood, Washington, the media, they are all in cahoots in this huge pedophile ring. I think the Pizzagate thing, they go, oh, it's been debunked. By who? The people that did it. They're the ones that are saying,
what a relief.
Yeah. But there's too many weird messages with the pizza thing in it.
There's a few. This
whole other thing with Hollywood and this infatuation with pedophilia. It's something. There's something
infatuation.
There is something there. And these weird leaks of ads and things I've been seeing over the last year or so.
Okay, you can probably stop there. And then now go to 1415.
Okay. And what's going to happen
Cumia
here?
hates pedophiles.
Yes.
All of Hollywood is in a pedophile ring.
Okay. So let's see what happens here. 1415, very scary.
Boyfriend or girlfriend, everyone's crazy but me.
Yeah, they're all crazy because obviously over the years I've had the I've been called many things, but every girl I've been with has been totally legal in the state of New York. I've learned all of the appropriate ages of consent for all the states.
Good.
So call me a creep and a ghoul, I'll fess up to that. But any type of illegal act of pedophilia, no, I will not fess up.
I feel like when every boy turns 18,
where does he say the 17? It's coming up. Listen to this.
He should get a laminated card that has just the ages of every state.
Yeah, every state, because you get a little confused. New York is weird. California is 18. New York's 17, but you can't take pictures until 18, which is the weirdest thing.
So he's admitting he's had sex with 17-year-old girls. I mean, really, that's what he's saying here. He's not joking around. I got to hear this again from the beginning.
I love this.
He's had sex with, imagine your 17-year-old daughter caught in that man's web. Okay? Literally, his web.
Ages of consent for all the states.
Good.
So, call me a creep and a ghoul, I'll fess up to that. But any type of illegal acts of pedophilia, no, I will not fess up.
I feel like when every boy turns 18, he should get a laminated card that has just the ages of every state.
Yeah, every state, because, you get a little confused. New York is weird. California is 18. New York's 17, but you can't take...
He's studying this stuff as if it's the driver's test. He's taking an eye exam, along with it and shit to make sure he could see the girls. Oh. Very creepy. So this is what he's really into. And we've all seen the examples of the girls he's into, too. These really weird white chicks from catalogs from the 90s. They look like the white girls that go to the actual Trump rallies with the wide faces and the dusty eyebrows.
As just the
imagine if the people like Chrissy got retweeted by Chrissy Teigen and made fun of for that. Imagine if those people saw this, the person who's calling
they would
her
gasp.
Out for pedophilia is on
exactly.
with these guys.
This guy's actually done it.
Pictures of 17-year-olds.
I doubt Chrissy Teigen actually fucked any kids, but Cumia, it's he's told you he's fucked 17-year-old girls at the age of 70. That should count. That should be the same thing as a 20-year-old fucking a 5-year-old. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, every state, because, you get a little confused. New York is weird. California is 18. New York's 17, but you can't take pictures until 18, which is the weirdest thing. You could literally have sex with a 17-year-old girl in New York, but you can't photograph her naked until she's 18. These are things I think most people ought to know before they venture out into the world.
I thought you were anti-pedo.
Yeah, I know there's always been a lot of rumors and gossip surrounding compound media, trolls, different people who've, I guess their hobby.
How is it trolls when this is following what he just said?
Exactly. That's the thing. He'll say something. We're all disgusted by it and be like, these trolls won't leave my brother's band alone. Oh, yeah, the trolls. They'll say I'll do anything. Yeah, well, you just said, look at her. How
if
suspicious.
She's doing this on purpose.
The line of questioning, I think she's so desperate for clicks that she wants to get on shows like Red Bar. She thinks that she's going to trick us into going, wow, she's really cool. Listen to this line of questioning that comes right after, well, hey, pedophiles, huh? Aren't they bad? And you've been accused of a lot of things. Oh, the trolls. Listen to this.
Yeah, I know there's always been a lot of like rumors and gossip surrounding you, surrounding Compound Media,
of course,
trolls,
yeah,
you know, different people who've, I guess their hobby or pastime is to like put together videos.
Millions and millions and millions of people who hate you and just are doing, you know, having such a fun time making fun of you.
Hobby and pastime. What about full-time job?
He's sitting there, he's like, yeah, okay. They hate me. Look at him. He's got to sit there and listen to this. Do you see his face here? Look at this. While she goes over the long list of...
I guess their hobby or pastime is to like put together videos about Compound Media. There's like, I think one of them is Science Entertainment. I think Red Bar is another guy who likes...
Yeesh, I think Red Bar. The other one is like Science Z. You know... Your immortal enemies. Without them, you would have gotten away with it. You know those guys, right? Look at this. Oh, God. They got him in the cold seat. Let's see.
Until 18, which is the weirdest
wow.
thing.
Oh, wait, I really
you could literally have said 18. These are things I think most people ought to know before they venture out into the world.
We got him on a Zoom in.
Yeah.
A Zoom call.
I know
Get
there's
it?
always been a lot of like rumors and gossip surrounding you, surrounding Compound Media, trolls, you know, different people who've, I guess their hobby or pastime is to like put together videos about Compound Media. There's like, I think one of them is Science Entertainment. I think Red Bar is another guy who likes to just talk about it. You know, I was hearing over the break over our...
I could like feel his anger.
Oh my God. And imagine this is your employee doing this to you, and you're probably like, shut the fuck up. You know, how's this going to be good? So now he's got to sit there. He did a slow, subtle fool's gulp. That's where you gulp your esophagus down back into your stomach. We've all seen it, and they used to do it in cartoons all the time to show nervousness. Gulp! Remember that? So here she is, and she's got kind of a wicked smirk on her face. Like, what's so fucking funny, bitch? If anyone ever did that to me, I don't answer their question. I immediately accuse them of trying to hurt me. Like, are you in on it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
These people,
I
would
guess
never
she works
let
for
that.
us now.
You must work for us.
Threesome with us like Adam 22 and Trisha Paytas.
Exactly. So let's see what happens here. Setting up Cumia. Remember, he's in this dark movie theater that's not in HD.
Time is to like put together videos about Compound Media. There's like, I think one of them is Science Entertainment. I think Red Bar is another guy who likes to just talk about it. You know, I was hearing over the break, over our 4th of July break, one of them was saying, oh, Compound Media is closing, you know, just confusion from like when we normally have off. And, you know,
he's getting mad.
That's the thing, is, like,
he's looking at it like, well, we are kind of closing. So wait, I got to see that zoomed in. You know, they're saying, what else have I said? Tell him everything. Make him hear it. So this is really crazy. Yeah, let's just zoom in on him. He's got to sit there and listen to this. Look at this old Uncle Cracker. I mean, that's really bad. This is a saltine off-brand.
Videos about Compound Media.
I love this.
Like, I think one of them is Science Entertainment. I think Red Bar is another guy who likes
to
just talk about it. You know, I was hearing over the break, over our 4th of July break, one of them was saying, oh, Compound Media is closing, you know, just confusion from like when we normally have off. And, you know, and that's the thing is like these people don't know. It's such a few amount of people who actually know the inner workings.
Oh yeah. They're jerk offs. They've been in my life since probably since WNEW back in those days. Once you get any kind of popularity, and usually it's weird. They're turned fans. Like they used to be fans. And then they turn and they feel like they have this
Why'd we turn?
Intimate knowledge of you because they've listened to so many shows and and they think you owe them something. Whatever that is, I never know quite what it is.
The truth.
But you owe them something you're not giving them, so then they have to come after you.
Yeah, isn't that fine? We hate people who owe us the truth and don't give it to us. So then we make fun of you. Now, he's not going to say my name. He's more so referring to Saizon Z and this other guy, Danny, here. But we're going to get into it more. Let's just finish off this Zoom in. This is Red Bar's version of being on a Zoom call.
And they've been despicable over the course of years. The best thing I've ever done is totally ignore them.
Wow.
I used to try to fight back. I used to get frustrated and post on Reddit and Twitter and other social media. And then I realized no matter how frustrated you get, just don't ever acknowledge them. I mute people. I don't even block them on Twitter.
Wow.
I only mute them because they still think they're getting through to you.
Yeah.
And they're not. I never see their posts. And I'm sure they're still posting. Most of them have one
It
or
only
two.
took 59 years to learn. Not bad. 59 whole years? That's not bad at all.
Followers, because their accounts have been canned so many times. They don't really have any followers. So they're talking into the void. I don't see it. So,
people are demanding that
you
you kiss Cumia.
Give him a little kiss. What do you guys think? Do we have some romantic music you could put on the background? I wouldn't mind giving him a kiss, a crooked kiss, a crypt kiss, they would call it. Yeah, I'll do that. 100%. You tell me where's a good place for him to stop here. Let's
fun. Whatever you want to do.
It's like when
Oh, shit. Damn it. How do I... fuck. Screwed this up. Let's give him a kiss. I love this. Come here, baby. Holy fuck. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Wait. Hey, Anthony. Hey, hi. Would you like a drink? Of course! I can't do shots, though, you know that. I can only sip on beer. He can't do shots. That's... Remember that? I'll have one for you, Anthony. Cheers. Woo! Hold on.
Oh, yes. I can't forget the glamour. Your eyes held a tender light, and stars fell on Alabama
Longer.
last night. Oh, by the season, I never planned in my
He seems happy.
imagination.
All right, cut that music. Cut that music down. This is the happiest I've ever seen him. I could change your life. I could change it. Wasn't that nice? That was touching.
He looks happy.
He really looks changed. All right, let's go back to this. Okay, there's no more kissing him anymore, okay? That's sexual assault. He's kissing me. I just tune it out. Yeah, imagine if you tuned in. You know, watching a guy kiss you like that on those lips. Uh-oh. I feel something here. I feel a tingle. Doctor, what is it? I've caught something. It's a good thing my mustache actually kept my lips from actually kissing his. I only went mustache to skin there, so I should be safe if I burn my mustache. All right, let's see what happens next.
when you let kids just run around, tire themselves out. You know?
You know, they have done genuine damage over the course of the years.
Not me.
Mostly to my family, though. Like my brother, they've gotten gigs.
The Looper. I'm a Looper. I'll come in. And he was actually very good. A little tinny, but pretty good. Made me want to start a looping project, right? So here he is. They've caused damage. Now, they always throw everyone together. I would never cause damage to somebody's brother. As somebody who has a brother myself, that sickens me.
And how about this? He's about to bring up the guy that did all the damage to his brother, that huge fat guy that was brought up a million times before. If that guy's done so much damage to the family, how come he can be brought up by name, but we can't be brought up by name?
So we will not be brought up by name because if you tune in to Red Bar, it's not some big, disgusting slob that you could laugh off. You're pretty much, if you like radio, if you like Dopey and Anthony, you're probably going to like Red Bar. This is what has happened. He's only left with these truckers who can't understand me. They think I'm like a unicycle riding hipster from Long Beach or something to them, you know. So, he's very afraid. He won't say the name of this Red. And but he'll say all the other names of the people he hates. Let's watch a little bit more. This is a disturbing interview. I thought that we were friends, me and him.
Same.
My brother's canceled.
Oh, my
and
God.
that's his line of work. They think when they leave the internet that it's still some type of freedom of speech when they leave the internet and actually hurt people in real life.
Wow.
That it's still just Twitter and Facebook and calling someone
Not me.
an
I don't
asshole.
agree with that.
No, it's real life, and
This
it's
is real life.
detrimental. And the couple of the people you mentioned are genuine harassers. Like they genuinely harass people in real life. They'll
General
call
doxers?
people at the wee hours of the morning.
They'll call people at the wee hours of the morning. Not me. I want to make it perfectly clear. Anything that I've ever done to Cumia has been out in the open, not on this show.
That's
He's
why
talking
it's
about
so
other
shocking that we're his biggest enemy.
people. Well, he'll want to lump you in for that. You know, you want to turn people. So they'll call you. Nothing bad has happened to this guy. His brother's gig was canceled once for a mere $55 loss. And then the other thing that happened is his sister was once called at the wee hours of the night while she was already up fucking her brother Cumia. She calls him Cumia, even though they got the same last name. Yo, Cumia, you want to screw or what? Oh, why not, Sister Cumia? Oh, shut up, Cumia. Why don't you ride on this nasty-ass hump? You're the raptor I've seen in my soul. Him and his sister have fucked. Dawn is her name. She could clean an oil-covered goose if she wanted to. All right, let's see what happens here. They've called people at the wee hours of the night. 4, 5, 6 a.m.
When harassers, like they genuinely harass
What do they
people
do?
in real life. They'll call people at the wee hours of the morning, other people that have been connected to me or the shows.
Oh, dear. That sounds awful.
Just scumbags.
Wouldn't you have examples if you're like, these people are sick? They call people at the wee hour. That's all you have? They call people at the wee hours of the night? That doesn't seem like a huge deal. You know, didn't you harass people on your radio show for years and years? And this is the reason why we know you? You know, you should be open to that. That doesn't sound like harassing. And when I say, you would give the worst example if you wanted to push this narrative forward, that these guys are different. They take it too far.
We had to give examples.
We had to give examples. So the only example he could dig up is they call people at the wee hours of the night. This is different than just the night. These are the wee hours. What happens in those? What are you doing in those wee hours that's such a disturbance to you? Okay. And everyone knows you sleep during the day.
Wow.
Vamp. That's a vamp joke. Let's see what else he says.
Or the shows. Just scumbags, I think is the word. Scumbags.
What is like that you can remember maybe the worst thing that's happened to you or somebody in your family?
It's weird, huh? Okay, well, what's the worst thing? And she's doing a good job of tricking the old man. Again, if somebody did this to me, I go, hey, whose side are you on anyway? I'm always quick to accuse and think someone's double-crossing me. You should. Anytime anyone talks to you, even if it's your own mother, assume it's got to be a double-cross. What are they thinking? So I like this. She goes, okay, well, what are some of the worst things that have happened to you? Yeah, I'd like to hear this too. Let's see.
Hours of the morning, other people that have been connected to me or the shows. Just scumbags, I think is the word. Scumbags.
What is like that you can remember maybe the worst thing that's happened to you or somebody in your family because of the trolls?
I guess, getting gigs canceled, things like that.
Yeah.
My brother had to go to a lot of these club owners. And
your brother had to loop and change his name? And it happened once. It was one lousy gig that would have gotten canceled for low ticket sales had it not been the phone call.
And he got a TV gig out of the
Yes,
deal.
and it wasn't like they made anything up. They just showed the club owner his live Twitter, and the club owner decided this guy's a terrible human being. That was it. And that's why it's the only example that he could give. And it wasn't Red Bar who did that, by the way. We wouldn't even do that.
Not us.
That was the old Cumia Reddit guys. But ever since then, Cumia thinks because they crossed that line that one half of a time, he could attribute that to everything they do. It's really, really cruel.
And
cruel
Chrissie was just out there
I
trying
guess,
to get Chrissy Teigen canceled.
Exactly. You guys are both trying to get John Legend canceled for being a pedophile with proof because Donkey Lip said he was on a cruise ship once. It's crazy.
Gigs canceled, things like that. My brother had to go to a lot of these club owners and sit down and speak with them personally and say, look, this is what the situation is. My brother does this show. He's got people that harass him and his family. I'm his brother. And that's what happens. Some of them say, okay. Some of them don't. I mean, and most of these guys, we've seen a few of the people that have done this over the years. One was this real fat piece of shit goth guy who dropped dead of a heart attack in his father's basement, which we celebrate.
He uses this guy as an excuse every time there was one fat guy who died. That
and he's
made
dead.
Fun.
He can't even defend himself.
Yeah, exactly. So he always refers to this guy, but there's like thousands of people who make fun of you still to this day, but you keep referring to this one fat guy who died as if they're all dead and they were all fat. They're not.
Another one was this guy who
Big J. Yeah, it was
got
Big
one
J.
of my brother's gigs canceled and was crowing about it on Reddit and whatnot. And then at one point, I guess he decided he was going to go to a store and try to rob a sound bar, like one that goes under the television, and to run out to his Jeep and
hands
sped
up,
off.
sound bar. Give me all your music. See, you don't rob the sound bar. You rob the store. You don't take the sound bar. How do you know that? He was trying to get a sound bar, the fool. And that would make him a fool. I would stop right there. Most of our harassers think sound bars are the answer for great stereo sound. What a scam! Anybody who knows this knows a sound bar. Unless you're getting a really high-end one that's $1,800, those sound bars, don't get those. They look awful. They make your TV, then you got to put it right under the TV. Right? I hate a sound bar.
I don't know.
You know, we had a Samsung sound bar in there. Remember that?
Yeah.
You didn't like it? Didn't sound good. Didn't sound good.
In his Jeep and got in an accident, and his infant son flew out of the Jeep and died in the street because he took his infant son with him to rob something, and then he literally jumped over his son's body to run from the police.
Whoa.
Yeah. So this is the kind of upstanding.
Yeah.
What about me? I haven't flown out of the windshield or died, or I'm not a big fat guy. You know, they always blame the guys. They could talk about those weaklings. They can't talk about me. You know. What about me, Cumia? What faults do I have that are so retarded?
Wonderful people that are trying to spread some kind of ridiculous morality around.
Meanwhile, it's like you used your infant son as a paperweight, or no, you're like, hold the sound bar. I'm going to speed away.
Yeah. Your infant son.
What about
as
me?
A fucking guided missile. Fuck them all. At this point in my life, like I said, ignoring has been the greatest thing. They just, I don't hear them. They don't.
Oh, so I've been ignored. Okay, well, that's really fucking mean, man. You've been ignoring me? Well, then I'm back to oh my God, now I'm furious. I didn't know. I thought you've been ignoring me. That's terribly rude.
affect me as far as what I see.
Yeah.
I think I said that once, and that's what got them mad. I go, oh, they don't affect me. And then they start doing things in real life. It's like, well, of course you can affect someone if you fucking go out and start fucking with their real life.
Yeah.
And they have no concept of what the difference between the internet and real life is. That's pretty frightening.
Oh my God.
I'm at a point in my life where I just say, fuck it. And, they do what they do. I'll keep doing what I do. And that's pretty much it.
It's interesting. I wonder, what is going through their minds? Like you said before, they think they know you a certain way. And it's like, are they seeing you grow, evolve, change, at all? Because I feel like your sense of humor has always been the same. It's not like you were an Amy Schumer.
What's that?
I said, was that a sneak diss?
I think it is a sneak diss. Look at him in the...
you've grown or changed at all. You've stayed the same. So.
He hasn't stayed the same. He's a mess.
Who started out one way, got fans through one sense of humor, and then evolved or changed.
You did.
Became more political. I feel like there's more of a change there. Whereas with you, it's like, what are they upset about? Just that
Cheers, Chrissie.
Anthony.
Cheers, guys.
Fell apart. What are they?
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it. Mommy and daddy got a divorce, and these are the children of divorce that are so upset that they have to lash out. That is a portion of what
that's bitchy. That's bossy.
Are.
You don't mean that.
It's quite pathetic. They rarely end up, whenever we find out who they are, they rarely end up being successful people. A lot of the people that would bash my brother, as a matter of fact, my brother used a tact at some point where he would engage them and talk to them. And then they'd be like, oh, hey, dude, sorry, I was just saying that. And then he gets out of them that they're failed musicians. They could never do, my brother plays out. He's got bands. He makes money. And they're failed musicians that couldn't do it. A lot of failed comics are the people that are pissed at myself, the show, other shows.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't it funny how it's I'm noticing people give me shit. A lot of people who think they're Twitter shock jocks. That's not even a thing. Yeah. I had a fan once. He just admitted to me that tell me how fucked up this is. I did
so these guys are pretty much just mad that I'm the biggest shock jock now. Bigger than them.
But if Chrissie keeps doing sneaky
I like Chrissie now.
Then I'll like her now.
I'd like Chrissie to come work. Chrissie? I'm starting a new network here called CMP. CMB, whatever you want to call it. All right, we got more time because they're going to talk about us some more. Believe it or not, they're going to talk about us some more.
There's one more at 56:20.
Wow, 56 minutes he spent talking
to talk about this kind of stuff the whole time.
Yeah, very defensive. This is really all they have to say. 56:20. Let's see what goes on here, and I think we get a mention coming up. Very exciting.
So narcissistic.
I can fuck you.
Oh.
Yeah, no shit.
Wow.
That's what we were all dealing with, and that's why no one talks to that fucking guy anymore. No one talks to him.
Who are the two people you don't talk to anymore?
Okay, so here it is. Who are the two people you don't talk to anymore? And he mentioned this again. We played you this when he first mentioned it on his show. I don't remember how many months ago, but he goes, there are only two people in this world that I can't stand. And then he described me, and then this other one was this other guy, and he's going to do it here. So watch this. Here we go. Let's learn. Why am I one of the two people that will never, ever be allowed into his home ever again? Denied access of that beautiful pool. Here we go.
Fucking guy anymore. No one talks to him.
Who are the two people you don't talk to anymore?
Oh, Danny Ross was a producer on the show. He just fucking... Woo! I don't know what happened to him. He was one of my best friends at the time. Just fucking a pure. It was really one of those things like the fans that we were talking about earlier.
Oh,
he was a fan. He came on board as an intern, and it was a great time. Had a great time. He got fired from being an intern. And then not an intern, but a production guy, because he worked his way up to being a production guy. Me and him were great friends. Atlantic City trips with Keith and girls and fucking boozing, and it was amazing.
So it sounds like he probably knew the real you. Wonder why he turned on his best friend after all these Atlantic City trips. Let's see.
And then just fucking the same thing. just turned.
Yeah, people just grow apart. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
No, not grow apart.
I started having a lot of other people over that he didn't like.
Oh,
it was a weird thing.
Listen to this. I started having a lot of people over he didn't like. Interesting. Like who? Let's hear about these people that you started having over.
Like I had all these guys that I'm still friends with to this day. All my poker buddies, Dennis and Fred and all those guys. They were all just
Dennis and Fred. These are great guys, right? Or are they the worst guys? And anyone who knew you, but this is like when Gavin started hanging around with the Proud Boys, you lose all respect for Gavin. When Gavin's hanging around with Jack Buckby and all these fucking losers, you go, okay, well then Gavin's got to be a loser, right? It's got to be either joking or he's a loser. So this is what happened with Cumia. He started hanging out with a bunch of losers. He started becoming a loser. Started hanging out with his truck driver fans, guys that couldn't, they didn't know from an egg or a brain on the side of the road after they had hit or killed somebody. So, yeah, people close to Cumia started going, what's going on with you, man? You used to be a hip, cool guy. Now you're hanging out with some of the KKK members that thought your rant about the black woman in NYC was a really nice gesture towards hate. So, yeah, people are starting to get suspicious. Listen to these guys he hangs out with.
Fans of the show that we met at a softball game or a bar and hung out and talked. I'm like,
Dennis and Fred, these are these old men like on Crime Report. These are fans of the show that they met at softball games. Imagine this. We've all seen what fans of even cool shows like Red Bar. This would be like if Studi came over and did poker with me. How scary would that be?
Someone just posted in the chat a poker night pic if you want to see.
This is perfect. Exactly. You got to see. These are the guys, and these were just fans of the show. And this is the poker team now, and we'll go around the room. And I bet you I know why Danny said, you know what, enough's enough. First of all, you've got this,
King.
Which one of the Fast and Furious movies is this? Has it even come out? This is Joe Cumia. All right. Second in command. You got this guy here, over here, French Montana. And look at this guy. Oh, yeah, I really want to hang out with him. Him and his dear son, who's got Alzheimer's disease. Look at these two guys. Look at this guy. Yeah, man. I'm here for the cards, dog, and I'm also here for the free Miller's Lights. Look at this fucking guy. He didn't like my friends. I can see why.
He might be the scariest one.
Yeah, he might be really creepy. Look at this guy. Yeah, love Stanley. Anthony Cumia, you're the best host. Hey, what do I owe you for this? Oh, no charge, my friend. It's on me. Oh, really? Thanks for the hot dogs. You got any extra cheese I could take home with me? I mean, this is a sick group of people. This is not a cool, hip group. If you saw me hanging out with this group, you might start thinking different ways about me. So this guy, of course, he goes,
it was a weird thing. Like
Cumia is befriending some of the worst people on planet Earth. Maybe I'll distance myself from him.
Amazing. And then just fucking the same thing. Just turned.
Yeah, people just grow apart.
Oh, yeah,
pretty,
yeah.
Okay, so him.
I'd grow far
I started
apart.
having a lot of other people over that he didn't like.
We just saw
It was a
him.
weird thing. Like I had all these guys that I'm still friends with to this day. All my poker buddies, Dennis and Fred and all those guys. They were all just fans of the show that we met at a softball game or a bar and hung out and talked. I'm like, these people are fucking awesome. We see each other again. Invite to the house, this, that. Yeah. And now we've been friends for over fucking 15 years. A lot of these guys, 10, 15 years. They're my best friends. And I guess he didn't like the competition.
No, I don't know this competition. These aren't the hottest friends. You used to hang out with A-list celebrities, beautiful girls. These bunch of old racist guys. This thing looks like some sort of a Knights of Columbus meeting where the ex-military guys get together to talk about their blown-off thighs. I mean, it's a nuts-looking poker game. And who's winning all the money? Do they even have money? Or are you playing penny poker with these old men? Why would you want to be around these guys? This looks like an Australian pub, where people are sitting around playing video poker. You should just set up video poker machines and the guys just isolate by themselves in the corner of your basement, just like they do at the real bar. Of course, yes. This is why we hate you too. You turned into a crazy old kook that hurts and hits and bites.
The other one, let me think.
Me.
It might only be one. It might only be
the other one. It might only be one. There was only one. There was only one me. There was only one he. Thoughts of he, thoughts of she. Listen to this. Who's the other one that he won't recommend? I can't get what do they call that, where you ask your old boss to write you a letter of recommendation?
Yeah.
He won't do it. You know how many jobs I've lost because he refuses to put pen to paper and say a sweet word about me?
You're supposed to do that even if it didn't end well.
And I deliver these. No, I ask him, hey, can you write a letter of recommendation? And he goes, oh, yeah, I'll write the letter. Then I hand it to the boss, and they're reading it with me in the room, and they're going, he harassed me. I won't even say his name. Fuck this guy. He's jealous. And I go, oh, I'm so embarrassed. And then I lose the job.
It's just
talk
polite.
about fucking with my livelihood. He won't write me a letter of recommendation. Old boss should be writing those letters. Especially because, you should recommend me. Here we go. Let's hear this.
And hung out and talked. I'm like,
ooh, I got
these
itch.
people are fucking awesome. We see each other again, invite to the house, this, that.
Yeah.
And now we've been friends for over fucking
10 to 15
years. A lot of these guys,
a lot
10,
of them.
15 years. They're my best friends. And I guess he didn't like the competition,
Here we go.
Okay.
as it were. The other one, let me think. It might only be one. It might only be you. I think everyone else in that we worked with, I don't really have that bad a business. At Compound Media, there's a couple of people that I just like fucking. One you mentioned earlier, I will never say his fucking name.
Me! You'll never say his fucking name. Why? And look at her little face, huh? Whoa!
She
How
looks
romantic.
like Cameron Diaz on the cover of like an early 2000s
Wow, look
romantic
at this.
comedy. She should have like a little journal with a fluffy pen.
Exactly. Dear New York. One of them, I will never say his fucking name. Imagine being so afraid of a teenager like me that you gotta do something like this in your leather fake chair.
I don't really have that bad a business. At Compound Media, there's a couple of people that I just like fucking. One you mentioned earlier, I will never say his fucking name. That used to work there.
Okay.
And then what's his name? Fucking Brennan.
Kevin Brennan.
Like Brennan, I gave Kevin so much the benefit of the doubt over the years. I always have. I'm not going to shit talk him here. I always thought he was very funny, but he really doesn't know how to be friendly. There's no real loyalty either. There's there should be a loyalty thing to a business relationship in some way. And I'm not talking about a one-way loyalty where you shit on someone and they're expected to be great to you or vice versa. There was just always this thing where he'd shit on Keith and shit on the company and stuff like that. And I would, anytime I saw him, treat him great and, compliment him to other people because he's a very funny comic. And, that, but I don't put him in the category of people I have no want or need to see or talk to.
It sounds like you and Keith were always, from what I heard from Keith, like as accommodating as could be, communication very open. And
It's something weird. Like that. Yeah. You got it. Thanks, Chrissie. All right, do we got another code here?
That was the last one.
That was the last one. Anthony Cumia, everybody. Talking about me. You're going to get yourself punched. No, you can't say that. Don't talk about me. Imagine if I, got very upset about that.
I'll never say his fucking name.
I'm never going to say your fucking name again. Psych. Cumia.
We say it 40 to 50 times a day.
50 different ways, too. Carmiar, Crumio, Camio, the Count. We got it all.